The war between Iran and America has now, in a way, ended, but now some news is coming out from which it is being found that for America's weapons manufacturing factories, the doors of orders have opened. Reports are coming that Gulf countries, including Israel, Qatar, and maybe the UAE, purchased different kinds of weapons. Now a very big news has come from Israel in which it was found that Israel has placed another squadron order of the F-35 aircraft. Not only the F-35 aircraft, but also a new squadron of F-15 aircraft has been decided by them to purchase. And if we look at Israel's track record, then we know that Israel at this time has already placed an order for 2 F-35 squadrons, and those 25 aircraft will be allocated to the 3rd squadron. Now Israel is purchasing an order for a 4th squadron, or they have decided inside their country that we will also raise a 4th squadron of F-35 aircraft, and looking at the track record, I can say that 25 more F-35 aircraft will be purchased. In this way, the number of F-35 aircraft in the Israeli Air Force, which is currently 50, will become 100 in the coming days. Apart from this, after many years Israel had also placed an order for 1 squadron of F-15 aircraft. A 2nd squadron of F-15 aircraft is now going to be purchased by the Israelis. If this deal is for 50 aircraft, then obviously it is for 2 squadrons, but if there are 50 aircraft inside these 2 squadrons, then this becomes a deal of tens of billions of shekels. Shekels are Israel's currency. And basically, these aircraft are being purchased under Israel's 10-year Defense Forces build-up plan. Definitely, inside the Iran war Israel must have learned many lessons. Any country that goes into any war learns lessons from there. Iran would also have learned lessons, the Americans would also have learned lessons, and definitely the Israelis would also have learned lessons. So under their 10-year Israeli Defense Forces build-up plan, Israel has immediately decided to purchase these 2 squadrons. First of all, Israel's defense minister will approve this, then after that their prime minister will approve it, and then this deal will be signed with America. In this deal, not only aircraft are being purchased, but also the full integration of these aircraft into the Israeli Air Force is being discussed. Spare parts, logistical support, sustainment package, everything has been included inside this deal. And basically, until these 50 aircraft become operationally ready, the Americans will provide support to the Israelis, and all of this has been included in the deal. The F-35 aircraft, as all of you know, is a stealth fighter jet, and among its core features are its stealth capabilities and advanced sensor fusion. After America, Israel is the first country in the world that used the F-35 aircraft in combat. And when the 4th squadron of this aircraft comes to Israel, then its 5th-generation warfare capabilities will expand even more. The F-15 is a somewhat different kind of aircraft. Its role inside the Israeli Defense Forces is different. Basically, you can say that it is an aircraft having a heavy payload capacity, which the Israelis are acquiring for long-range strike capabilities. Taking a 2nd squadron means that the Israelis want to increase deep strike capabilities and their long-distance operations. From the purchase of these 2 aircraft we come to know that the F-35, which comes with stealth features, better intelligence-gathering sensors, and precision strikes, while the F-15 brings more firepower, better endurance, and can be used for heavy strike missions. So these 2 aircraft want to bring a balance in high-low mixed dual-platform strategy and in air superiority. If they only take F-35s, then their strike range will not be very long because the F-35's range is much less compared to the F-15. And perhaps no other basic aircraft at this time can carry as many weapons as the F-15 can. But the shortcomings inside the F-15 are fulfilled by the F-35 because it provides stealth. Because in the area where the F-35 enters, you can say that detecting F-35 aircraft is not that easy for any adversary's air defense system. And I am not only talking about its design features. Even otherwise, under the strategy through which you take your aircraft into enemy territory, the F-35 can perform in a better way. So keeping the Middle East threat environment in mind, to conduct long-range operations in any future conflict, and to maintain regional dominance, the Israelis required these new aircraft, and they placed the order for 50 new aircraft, or you can say 2 squadrons. About Israel, it is said that at this time in the entire Gulf region, it is maintaining the technological advantage. Meaning the technical advantage belongs to Israel, no other regional air force or military has that technical advantage. And if Israel obtains more F-35 aircraft, whose sensors are considered the best in the world, and gets more F-15 aircraft, then its edge will increase. And if the Gulf states, which have plenty of money, purchase more modern weapons, then Israel will still have aircraft with better capabilities and better long-range strike platforms than them. If you look at the Israeli Air Force's strategy, you see that Israel preempts, it attacks first and penetrates enemy air defense systems through these F-35 aircraft and carries out undetected attacks, just as it did against Iran, and destroys high-value targets through precision strikes. For this work it uses the F-35 aircraft. But the payload is carried by the F-15 aircraft. And the same thing we saw in the mission inside Iran. Apart from attacking first, Israel also tries to sustain long-range operations. Meaning, you saw that Iran's missiles targeted Israel for 40 days, but the Israelis sustained their long-range strike operations. These F-35 aircraft work as flying sensor hubs, collect battlefield data, and then share it with different platforms. These F-35 aircraft are used for real-time intelligence, and then coordination between air, land, and missile defense systems is also established through them. More often the F-35 aircraft are used for targeting air defense systems, while for deep strikes, hardened strikes, and especially dispersed targets, the Israelis use the F-15 aircraft. Israel also fears that now, since the war is stopped for the moment, the Iranians will upgrade and improve their air defense systems, and invest more in missiles, drones, and asymmetric warfare. So because of this the Israelis have also decided to invest more in their strength, which is the Air Force. And after the war they decided to purchase these two squadrons. And from these two purchases you can also say that you are finding out that there is no major change in Israel's next policy. Through these same two aircraft, in the coming days Israel will execute the plans it is making, and it will do the same work it did before and will continue to carry the war forward in the same manner as it did previously.